There's still a debate going on regarding the internal use of essential oils, and especially using them in water as they're not water soluble. So maybe can you help us clarify that thing once and for all, and even give your tips on the most efficient and safest way to use them internally for their benefits? I think that would be amazing.
The first thing I'd say is, I mean, in terms of, I'll start with the end. The most efficient way is the way that people feel comfortable with. So if people don't feel comfortable using it in drops in water, then I wouldn't recommend they do it. They can use a soft gel. Some of them you can put directly under your tongue as well. The internal use, the reason why internal use has such a bad reputation is largely because there were so many issues with contaminants in various different essential oils with they're not being pure, basically. I would only ever recommend using them internally because they are doTERRA oils and we know that they're pure and we know that they come from. But even doTERRA, you know, there are oils that I wouldn't recommend that we would use internally. So generally speaking, if you stick with the ones, for those who are sensitive about it, if it's things that they would naturally get in food anyway, if it's, you know, substances that you would normally intake, I think that gives them some reassurance that you really just, this is just a very, very concentrated form. And people don't need to take them internally. You can get a lot of benefits without necessarily taking them internally. So, you know, I would not force people to do so. But there are additional benefits that can be got if people feel comfortable with taking them that you can get for taking them internally. Within reason.
Let me tell you a little bit about this comfort, because I see Christmas time, it's coming, and there are a lot of scents in the air, and a lot of essential oils. Not all of them are pure, and the people are inhale it everywhere. We inhale so many things there outside, in a restroom, at Christmas at the tree, the warmth, a candle, and there's something. And for me, pureness, for me at first when I was in contact with essential oils was, if I can't swallow an essential oil, I don't want to inhale it. So I think the metabolism of inhaling is so much more intensive, like to swallow something. Because I have acid in my stomach, and this acid does a lot of disinfection with everything what I eat. But if I inhale something, I have it not only in my lung, I have it also in my brain. So if I can swallow something, then I can inhale it. If I can drink lemon, a fresh good lemon, then I would love to inhale also the lemon from my bottle of the water. But if I have something chemical, I don't want to inhale it, and if I can't swallow it, then I leave it. So maybe this could be an explanation, because that was my comfort and discomfort with essential oils before I met the pure ones.
I think, so you just heard from a toxicologist, right? That, I don't know if there's a better person to kind of comment on this, who understands toxins in the body, right? And a physician that also deals with people and understands how this works. To me, it's an interesting thing that people are still concerned about taking essential oils internally. There's recent data that shows that we probably absorb more of an oil, the chemistry of an oil, into the bloodstream when we apply it topically than we take it internally. So if the concern is, oh my gosh, we can't handle that much chemistry, well then we probably also shouldn't put it on topically either, right? And these same people that say, oh, don't take it internally, but I'll put it on topically and that's okay, are not giving a second thought to the other things they're putting on topically onto their skin that's also absorbing into the skin, that's probably also giving them lots and lots of toxic load and lots of problems. The data shows, particularly you lovely ladies that like to put lots of things on your skin, right? The data shows there are lots of toxins that enter the body through that route. And so to be concerned about the GI tract versus the skin topically, to me it's like, look, you're probably safer to take it internally than you are to put it on your skin topically. You'll likely absorb more on the topical application than you will going to the GI tract. So, and the fact that we've been consuming these for thousands of years in various forms. So this is tried and true.
I just wanted to add something, because one of the points that you mentioned was about miscibility in water, which is one of the things that you see referred to often. It's not miscible in water, so you might get a really concentrated amount of it at a certain place to handle digestion. That's effectively topical use. So if it does, I mean, it's easy enough to stir it up and drink it without that happening, but we've all sort of left it and had that bit of lemon juice that you didn't really expect to be on your lip. But that's exactly the same as putting a drop of lemon juice on your hand. That's effectively a topical usage of it. So as Brannick was saying, the two go together.
Yeah.
And the question was the water soluble thing, that you can see the oil on the water. If you take the oil internally, then in our metabolism, parts of this oil, they made them water soluble, and then you lose it on the normal physiological way about the kidney.
Another thing that we can consider, if there was issues taken internally, for instance, when you go to your labs, your liver would show something, and your liver, I've been taking essential oils for more than 5 years, and my liver is fine. And I think if everyone here do their labs, and I know there are very lot of users, it will not show any. So if there was any toxicity, any harm to the kidney, to the liver, it will show some increase of some parameters. If there's not, so there's no issue there.